GB News star Alex Armstrong admitted he lost his cool on air during a Labour Party row which turned tense as it went on. GB News aired an explosive row between Alex Armstrong and Labour Party activist Chris Worrell over a historic child abuse inquiry. Senior conservatives and U.S. billionaire Elon Musk have both demanded a national inquiry into child exploitation, with Oldham Council in Greater Manchester asking for government resources after the successful prosecution of the Rochdale grooming gang. But Jess Phillips has insisted it should be down to local councils to commission these inquiries, which Alex was left fuming about on GB News. When Chris insisted, the Labour Party is taking action, so to consider that they're not is just a complete nonsense claim. Alex hit back. Oldham Council, which is a Labour council, has asked twice for support from government to do this. Chris asked, why can't they do it themselves like everyone else? And Alex said, why should they? They're asking a Labour government for help dealing with this. You lot have sat there shrugging your shoulders at the biggest scandal to face Britain in decades. You're doing just as little as the Tories are doing. Absolutely reprehensible for defending Jess Phillips today. Everyone should be coming out here and saying we need to do more to fix this issue. While one presenter attempted to interrupt and explain to the audience, well, passions are, Alex wasn't finished, and continued, I think there has been a series of cover-ups and we've been talking about this over the last week. There's plenty of officials in this country who have yet to be held to account for their actions. We have failed tens of thousands of young girls, children and women in this country. We have not had a proper inquiry on a national scale, and there are politicians in this country who are now in government who spent the last 14 years in opposition playing political football with these victims and with this issue who have got the power today to do something about this and are now shrugging their shoulders as they accuse the previous government and they are going to do absolutely nothing. They are going to let Oldham have an inquiry into itself, which as we've seen before doesn't have the capital and the resources that a national inquiry would do. I think it's an abject failure. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, to explain himself, Alex wrote, I won't apologize for losing my cool on GB News today. It's very rare that I do, but I cannot sit there calmly while Labour Party activists defend Jess Phillips and this government over its pathetic response to the grooming gang epidemic. They've spent 14 years playing politics and gaslighting victims, claiming they'd fix this when they got into government, only for those poor families to see that faux feminists like Phillips are doing as little as the last government, if not less. Same old Labour. Reprehensible, the lot of them.